Hey y'all, greetings, beautiful people. Come on in, come on in. Listen, this computer is still acting crazy. I know there's nobody in here yet. Y'all probably don't even know I'm live, so I'm gonna have two live streams set. This one is on my iPad. The other one was supposed to be on my laptop. That's the one that's giving me problems. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to come in, and I'm gonna try to figure out how to have this lap this jiggle this iPad in a way wherein I can see y'all. If I turn it sideways, it looks like I'm looking crazy, looking trying to find y'all. Lord, hey Kodak, listen, Lord, I'm catching hell. I don't understand that this laptop is still doing this jiggle. I'm gonna show you. Look, you see that? You see what it's doing? That's been doing that thing forever. So, and I'm like, yo, I'm coming. But okay, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Because I see all of this stuff on the side and I don't know if I touched something when I turned it around. Can you hear me, baby? Let me turn this up. Let me see. Hang on, make sure I got this up. Okay. Let me know if you can hear me, baby. Okay, good. Okay, good. Look, you probably the only one here because now I'm gonna have I have two. It's gonna be showing as two live stream scheduled. Lord, I'm telling you, when I said my cup runneth over, damn it, man, this is a good live stream for that one. Every time you turn around, it's something. And then plus it's not it's like 45% charge, so I'm just gonna set it right here and see if it works. Okay, so that's set up like that. Okay, so I guess it's gonna be me and you. Oh no, I'm waiting. Hey, Lethal. Hey, somebody. Hey, girl. How y'all doing? Listen, I'm catching hell over here. I've been struggling trying to get this thing started, and ever since around 4:30. So the Jigamabob, which is a laptop, said that it's configured. I had to restart it. To reboot it because I don't come on here often, right? So y'all see anything like in the corner? I'm scared to take this X off where it says my name and all that kind of stuff. I better leave that alone if I mess something up. But yeah, y'all. So listen. So I'm kind of thrown off my game because this thing done got on my dat gym nerve. Okay, but anyway, we're gonna get to the point. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Okay, so I wrote some notes because listen. Did y'all see the title? And the title is My Cup Runneth Over. What I should have did was told everybody else that I was gonna be live on that community wall, but people don't pay that no attention. I'm sure y'all don't. And anyway, people can catch the replay. But basically, I have some questions because you know how sometimes you just feel so full because you feel like you pulled in so many different directions. And especially if you're a mom, you have like multiple jobs and stuff like that. So you all over the place. You doing like you have so many different jobs, right? And it just seemed like you pulled in so many directions all the time. It's never no time for really for you to have like that mama time where you can have your quiet time and you can do the hobbies and things that you like to do. And so I know there's a lot of people, and some of the guys feel the same way. So it's not just about the women, it's just about the individual person that's the giver, that's always giving to others. I mean, giving everything that they have to other people and just letting them just absorb all of that beautiful energy, all like when you hug somebody and you hug them real tight, you really love them and you really want to take care of them. We got people like that give that much to people, and then you have other people that are just takers. And what they do is they'll just take all of that energy that you give them, and some may say thank you, some may not say nothing at all, but you don't care. You keep on moseying on along and just giving them what you got, right? But then you come to a point wherein you feel like your cup has ran over. And if you see that little thumbnail that I did on the other one, that's how a lot of people feel. They feel when they get to that point, they're like running over, just filled with emotions, right? And most of the time they'll break down and cry. I mean, they'll do all kinds of things, but who do they get to talk to? So I have some questions, and I wrote down some questions for you guys. And if you say come on in, y'all, and hit that. That's right. Tell them, tell them, baby. Y'all hit that like button. Yeah, to let people know that I'm live. But yeah, like I wrote down some questions. So because I thought I was thinking this. You do so much for everybody else, but who is taking care of you? You take care of everybody. I mean, you be giving your all to everybody. But in the end, who is taking care of you? If you sit down and you look around and really ask yourself that question and be honest with yourself, who is really taking care of you? Who is paying attention to how you are feeling? Who's checking in on you? You don't even check in on yourself because you're so busy checking in on everybody else. And then I'm not just talking about y'all, I'm talking about me too. So I have to remind myself of these things too. But here are the questions that I'm going to ask y'all. So just listen to the questions, absorb the questions, and see if this is you. Okay, so here's one of them. Yeah, have you ever wondered why you don't get the love, kindness, and caring and tenderness that you show to other people? Have you become a doormat for other people? Why do you continue or keep company with those either that don't like you or don't really have your well-being at heart? Why do you continue to take care of them people? Because you got people like that too. You know they don't like you, but you still be, you still entertain them. You still be nice to them. You don't wish them no harm or nothing like that. You still do that. Why do you care about others so deeply? Just why? Why do you feel the need to protect them? Is this family members? You got family members that really don't like you. You got family members that's jealous of you. You got brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles. You got people that really don't wish you well. They're jealous of your success. They may be jealous of just you as being a cheerful giver or just a happy person or a person that walks around, even though you may have problems or things going on in your personal life, you don't mind sharing it with others either, but it just don't affect you like it affects them. So they're jealous of your ability to handle things, right? All right. So, and here's another one. Why are all of your so-called friends, where are they at? Where are your real friends when you need them? Though, and why do they and you still be friends with them, even the ones that's still here, but at some point they're gonna betray you in the end. You already know that, but you still continue to be that friend, still be nice to them and all of that, knowing that they're hating on you, knowing that they wish they were you and they just jealous of you or whatever the case is, right? But you see it, but you keep on doing it. Why you do that? Okay? Why are you constantly making excuses for those that love you, knowing that their bad behavior towards you will resurface at some point? Like, okay, so here's what I mean by that. A lot of people have people in that family that have issues. You have uh, alcoholics, you have drug addicts, you have liars, you have cheaters, womanizers, women that abuse men, and I said alcoholics and addicts. You have disrespectful children, unruly children that disrespect you. You have those. You have siblings or other family members that simply don't wish you well. Yeah. And don't forget again those backstabbing so-called friends that you have. Why do you continue to entertain these people? Right? Why do we do that? Because if you know that these people are going to in some way in the end harm you, right, and you keep allowing them to take all your energy and giving them your time and your energy, you're there a good listener for them. All of them you listen to, you help them with anything they want or need. They can call you anytime of the day or night. You there for them in a crisis, all of these things. But who is there for you? Who's taking care of you? Who can you call when you need somebody? I know people say, well, you call on Jesus, you call on God. Yeah, you call on, but who, I'm talking about who is physically around for you. Hey, Rizza, how you doing, baby? Nice to see you. Right? So and you get to a point in your life where your cup runneth over. And here's what I'm saying. What I'm basically making this video about is for you to check in and make sure you check in on yourself, right? And make sure you take self-care and take care of yourself because nobody else cares about you. Not like they should or like you care about others, right? And then another thing, when your cup gets so full and it feels like it's running over, then you need to empty the cup, right? And emptying the cup is emptying you, emptying yourself of all of these emotions that you may have, or all the things that you really know about these people that may betray you. If you know it, start lightening your load. Start getting rid of some of the things that are. This thing just came down. That's weighing you down, right? And then I want to talk about this. Don't y'all know that you got people in your life that they'll keep you around because you're their lifeline. You're really that lifeline. Do you know that? Some people that you may say, well, yeah, well, they love me because they bought me a flower here and there, or they fixed me breakfast, or they loaned me a couple of dollars when I was in need. Some people like that, they're just keeping you alive so that they can thrive. They're keeping you alive so that they can thrive. Just like prisoners in a jail cell. The prison industry, they have all these prisoners in there. They get them bread and water, garbage type food, let them go outside for a little while, get air, bring them back in the cell block. They're still a prisoner, right? They're keeping them alive so that they can thrive. Not the prisoner themselves are thriving, but the ones that's reaping the benefit. It's the same thing in real life. You have people in your life that's keeping you alive so they can thrive. Here's another instance. You have some children that have mothers or fathers or grandparents or something like that they put in a nursing home. They let the other people take care of them in the nursing home. They'll go over there on Sundays, maybe comb their hair or something, maybe shave their old grandpa or something like that. But they know when grandpa died, grandpa have a life insurance policy. Grandpa might have a little will that they might leave, and that might have been the only person that was taking care of them. Sometimes people keep you alive so that they can thrive. You may have a husband and wife situation or a partner situation, where live in partner, a permanent partner that you be living with or something. Okay, they may keep you alive just so they can thrive because they're your beneficiary on an insurance policy. So yeah, y'all have, but most of the time, if you look at the whole total relationship of the people that you're with, and you look at the good and the bad, outweigh the good and the bad, is that relationship worth salvaging? Is that person keeping you alive so that they can thrive? You see what I'm saying? Because, they say self-preservation is the first law of nature. So if that's the case, everybody's really looking out for themselves. So why aren't you looking out for you? Right? Why aren't you saying the word no to people? Why do you feel guilty about telling people no? Or I'm not feeling that today. Or, not taking phone calls and things like that. Why are you not going on mute sometimes and, getting into yourself and withdrawing from people? Why do you feel so obligated to others, yet they don't feel the same about you? Sometimes you have to check that. Basically, not sometimes, all the time you have to check that. Okay. Hey, Kevin. Hey, everybody that's coming in. I appreciate y'all coming. And this is really awkward because this is my first time streaming from this thing right here. This Jiggle Bob. This and y'all listen. Then listen. This thing. Let me show y'all this. You see that thing? You see it's still doing that. Is look at that. Look at that. So y'all would still be waiting for me if I was waiting on that. But you know what? I don't let nothing stop you. My cup was running over to talk to y'all. I don't know how to drop the link in this daggone thing right here. I don't know how I would do that here. Or maybe I'll do the same thing. Maybe I'll go in here because I'm gonna drop the link in case you guys want to talk, and we just have this open discussion. And then plus another thing, I want to make this type sort of like a series because I want people to continue to check in on themselves and make sure they don't go too far left. Because but we're taking care of other people and not taking care of ourselves, leaving ourselves behind, right? Because you are important, right? And see, and I'm the type of person is like I like to see things grow. I like being out in nature. Y'all know I like doing plants and stuff like that, planting the seed and nurturing it and letting it grow and let it be until its beautiful self. Well, that's how I feel about people. So I don't mind helping people and nurturing people and giving them what I think they need, and they may not have it, and I feel like I can give it to them. So I have a heart where I do that, and I like to see people blossom and grow, and I wish people well, but people don't wish me well, and I know it. But sometimes you continue to just do that because it makes you feel good, you know. It makes me feel good when I do for others and give to others in some kind of way. But I feel like my day is wasted if I have not touched somebody in some way or helped somebody in some way. I just feel like I have a wasted day. Excuse me, a wasted day. You know what I mean? So, but some people just like, okay, you get yours, I got mine's, right? I'm talking about even with knowledge. Some people don't even want to share information with you on how to do something, get something easy the easy way, or some people just like to keep all that to themselves, or take it to that grave. I'm gonna tell everything that I want to tell. I'm gonna keep on talking until my last breath to teach somebody something. Okay, so what I said is I'm going to make this a series because this is a part one, especially since I had it with this the other thing, the laptop not working, because I really think this is a good conversation. This is my Cup Runneth Over part one, and then I got questions, right? And no, and what about you, right? And the next one I'm gonna do it, yeah. What about you? Who's taking care of you? That's what I want to know. And another one I'm gonna do is yeah, yeah, checks the source. That's what I want to say too. I want to add that in. The person that's taking care of you, so-called taking care of you, check the source of who is that person that's taking care of you. Are they really taking care of you, or are they taking care of you, keeping you alive because in some way they're going to profit from it? Right? So yeah, most of the time is what I said. If you really, I don't care who it is. It could be a husband, boyfriend. It could be a child. You could have a child as your beneficiary for your insurance policy. They'd be nice to you, and then until it's time for you to get ready to go down in that grave. Okay, so I think this is how I can invite guests. It says guests right here. So this is what I'm gonna say. If I hang y'all up, okay, because this thing's still doing that. It's still doing that thing. So if I hang y'all up, y'all just gonna be hung up. Y'all just gonna be hung up. And forgive me, I don't mean to. But I'm gonna try to do it and see if I can invite a guest. I'm gonna do the guest thing. I'm hitting that. Okay. Then I'm gonna say invite guest. I hit that. Ooh, and they say copy. So that's copying the link. So that's copying. Now let's see it copy. Now let me see if I can paste it. I have to go down here to the chat. Let me go down here to the chat like I'm typing, right? I think it's like I'm typing. I'm in the comments. Okay, but so I can't see if I hit on something, it's Samaya's comment right there. But so I can't type. It seems like I can't type in here to paste it. And y'all, I don't see the link in the chat. So let me see, it says more right here. Oh shucks. Okay, it says more. It's got post comment. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the link. Let's see what that is. Okay, let me see right here. That's a post comment. I'm gonna hit it right here. Oh y'all, let me hit. Hold on. Y'all, wait a minute. I'm gonna put this down so I can see. I have to lay it down so I can see if the keyboard. I'm gonna say chat. I got the chat. Let me see what it said. Post comment. Okay. Now it's the chat thing, so I can do this. Let's see. So when can I put paste here? I'm pushing to see if I. Yep. Yes. Hold on, y'all. I think I got it. Hang on. Oh, hit it one more time. Oh shit! Every time I hit it, it go. I want to say paste. Oh shucks. I'm gonna get this thing. Well, I be there. There it go. Oh, I did it. Oh shit. Okay, I did it, y'all. I think I dropped that link, y'all. Let me see it. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna see if I hit it. Oh, there you go. I did it, y'all. Y'all, I did it. Y'all, I did it. I got it. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that link? Oh, hey, all of y'all that's coming in here. It's nice to see you guys. Y'all, it's a long story how this happened. I'm doing this on this squiggle here on this uh iPad. Okay, so did y'all can see that? Can y'all see that link? Cause I can see it. And if you want it, y'all don't have to show your face or nothing, but you can come and talk if you want to. If you don't, that's cool too. I just wanted to have the option because I know there's a whole lot of people that are going through your cup being running over, and you feel like you don't know what to do. Yo, I can remember one time. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I can remember one time in my life I felt so overwhelmed. You know, okay, so working full time, had my own business with my husband, and plus had the two kids, and they were small, and it's like it seemed like, and wait a minute, no, they weren't really that small, but they were still in school though. It was like preteen or something like that, and I remember, and then plus I was taking care of my father when he was sick. He had lung cancer. He died of lung cancer, and I moved in with him. Yeah, I moved in with him. My husband watched the kids, made sure he was taking them to school and stuff like that. But of course, me being mom, I had to make sure I had them in the evening, like talking to them on the phone and all that kind of stuff. I was doing a whole lot. And I can remember after my father passed, it was like, I want to say, it was like maybe about 4 or 5 months after he passed, right? He passed on February the 1st. Yeah. So it was like 4 or 5 months, and I went on to work, and I was in my office. I think I told y'all the story before. And I was at my desk, and I was just working, and the phone was jumping, and people had all these problems. You know how you answering and doing all that kind of stuff. It was really busy, and then I could remember just busting out crying. It was like tears just started flowing because for some reason my dad had popped in my mind. It was like, damn, Dad, I wish you were here. And it's just like I couldn't stop crying. So I had to go, and it was like it wasn't like boo hoo hoo hoo, but it was just like tears was falling, and I couldn't. And I was in my own office with the door shut, so couldn't nobody really hear me, even though it was glass all around it was glass all around my office, and everybody else was out there. But I felt like I could see the people were watching me. You know how they would watch it, but I was trying to hide that, try to hide it. But then again, I was like, I ain't trying to hide nothing, and the tears were just coming. So I got up from the desk, and I just took my purse and got everything, and I just left for that whole day. I went to my mom house. I went to my mama's house. I didn't really want to go to her. Hey, Dimple D. I didn't want to go to mom because um, it was months after my father had passed, like 3 or 4 months after he had passed. So everybody else had pretty much did that grieving and stuff like that. And I was the person that's holding everybody up and taking care of all of this stuff, funeral arrangements, all kinds of shit, right? And so I really didn't have, I think it's because I didn't have time to grieve. But yeah, and it just hit me so bad, and I cried. And when I went to my mom, right, and she opened the door, and she was like, "What are you doing here?" Because I usually go to her house in the morning. At that time, I would go to her house for coffee in the morning because even though I had after I got the kids off, husband gone, everything was straight, and I was on my way to work. I would stop by her house because she didn't live far from where I worked at. So I would stop and check in on her in the morning, and then sometimes I would go back at lunchtime and talk to her, or we'll go out to lunch, right? During my lunch hour, right? But that's so I came there a little early. And y'all, I was just bawling. I was just crying. When I saw my mom, the first thing when I saw her, I couldn't do nothing. I felt like a little girl. I was a full grown ass woman. I felt like a little girl when she opened the door. And she was like, "What's wrong, baby?" And I was like, "Mama." I was like, yo, me thinking about that now made me want to cry because I can feel those emotions. I was like, "Mama, mama, I don't know, mama." But it was like that. And then I was like, I want my daddy. I want my daddy. I was really that. I was like, what the hell? You know, and my mom was like, she was saying to me, after I calmed down, but she really comforted me though. But it was like, that's that's how you know your cup is, really gone too far. It's really ran over, right? So I'm saying all that to say, if you don't, it's not you having a nervous breakdown. There's no shit like that. It's just that everybody grieve differently. Everybody go through um, things in life differently. Uh, you know, and I'm a kind of person. If everybody around me is boohoo and crying, what I'm gonna cry for? I'm trying to help this person and make sure that person feel better. If this person's sad, why should I be sad? Let me see if I can make this person happy. So doing all of that kind of stuff because that's who I am. It took a toll on me, I guess. And at some point, it just broke you down. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, and that's like unusual for me because I'm not that person. I'm not that boo-hooey type person. I'm not that, right? I'm more of a person that sit back and try to reason. What's going on? Why are you feeling this way? How can you channel your emotions in a different way? And most of the time, I'm in control of my emotions, right? But when you don't get a control of your emotions, it's like, wow, you said right. I was a mess when my mama passed. Man, listen, CC, I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know. We can always say or say how we may be if something like that happened. Y'all know I don't even know. I would have thought that my world was gonna end when my father passed, but me being right there taking care of him until he took his last breath, it was not like that for me. It was more like it was a beautiful thing. I know it sounds crazy. I was intrigued, I was fascinated, and I had seen people pass away before. I've seen dead people because I used to take care of them. I used to work at nursing homes, hospitals. I did a whole lot of stuff. I used to even watch the people and toe tag them in nursing homes and stuff. Yeah, so it wasn't nothing. You comb that hair, get them straight, all of that. Put that little makeup on and stuff. I did all of that kind of stuff, and it did not bother me. even with my father. It didn't even bother me like that. And then him taking his last breath was like, and it was snowing. It was beautiful, y'all. It was so beautiful. He was watching Judge Mathis. He was watching Judge Mathis. And my brother, my oldest brother is gone now, though. He was with me with my dad. He had gave him, well, my dad could take a bath, but he was in the bathroom with him, after he got out the bathtub, and just helping him, put his socks and stuff on. But my daddy was talking and he was feisty as hell. He was a regular man. He was the same dude, right? And he was prideful and stuff. But yeah, my brother was doing that part. And I had some soup in the kitchen and stuff, grabbing a nice pot of soup and all that. And then my dad was sitting in his chair, in his rocking chair in his room, and watching Judge Mathis with his clean pajamas on, and looking really handsome. And my dad had a real thick mustache, and he had nice, thick, wavy hair. It was real, real thick, but he had it cut low on the side, and he liked the little part on the left side, and he liked to have his hair here, and it was like kind of bushy, but it was real soft. And he used to like for me to do his hair, like grease his scalp. So I was greasing his scalp, and he liked me to itch his head. And so he was in the bed with the pajamas on, laying on top of the cover, with his arms folded, with the TV in front of us, just like y'all in front of me. And Judge Mathis was on. And my father was a dresser. He loved to put on suits and ties. He always dressed. You never caught my dad in a pair of jeans. My dad never wore jeans. Never. He never wore no jeans. Um, he ain't like no jeans. He said he thought it was like low class. Anyway, he was fully dressed, right? And dressed up. And so the combination of the ties and the what you put in your handkerchiefs and the colors, my daddy would say Judge Matt that nah, he ain't like the way that some of his color combinations. So he was talking about that. And the snow was just coming down heavily, like a great big patio on this side, the double windows on this side, the big, and it was snowing. We had the street lights and stuff. It was out there. You could see all the big snowflakes, right? And nice and cozy inside. And my brother back in the kitchen tending to the soup for me, And I'm scraping his head, right? And the TV was down low, so you really couldn't hear what Judge Mathis was saying. And my father was telling me to sing to him. He liked to hear me sing. So I was singing to him. And I was like, what you want me to sing, Daddy? He said, I don't care. Just sing me anything. So I was just singing to him, right? And I was scraping at the top of his head with the little comb. He had like a bush comb. He ain't like the little teeny one. Put the bush comb to it. So with the little, so I'm going to show you the bush comb, the kind of bush comb. I got to show y'all this so y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me see. Y'all know this. See, where is it at? Okay. I gotta show y'all this. See the bush comb? This kind of comb he like, the bush comb with the soft edges right here. Is a little part that y'all know what bush combs is, don't y'all? You sound feel your thoughts. So I took that bush comb and he like me to part his head and do it like this. He like you to wiggle it. Just to wiggle it in his scalp and go all the way through it like that. He used to love that shit. And so I was doing that for him. And I was singing to him. And I was singing, God bless the child has got his own. That's what I was singing. And my dad, I think he listened to the first part of it because I could see I was standing on the top, by the top of his head. So imagine laying down and me standing on top of his head while he's in the bed, sitting up. How he was sitting up in his bed. He had one of those. It wasn't a hospital bed. It was his regular bed, but he could make his bed go up, down, and all kinds of stuff. So he was kind of sitting up, sort of like this, like this, and looking at television. And I'm up here on his head. And I'm telling you, when I was doing that, he took his last breath on me. TV on and everything, and I knew he won't sleep because I could tell by the way he sighed. He said, and that was it. Boy, when he did that, I was still scratching. I was like, damn. And I was worried about my brother because he was in the kitchen. It was just him and I there and my father and all that damn snow. And I was worried about me telling him, see what I'm saying? You see what I was just, man, you see what I'm saying? That's the kind of person I am. I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about my brother. He's older than me now. He's the oldest. But I'm worried about how he gonna take it, right? So, excuse me. So I wind up, so I said, damn. So what I did was I cut the television up a little bit, and I closed my father's mouth because he had it open, and I just closed it up a little bit, enough where it wouldn't be like that, because it was open anyway. And so I went in there to my brother's name was Nathaniel. We called him Nat. So I went in the kitchen and I was like, hey, bruh. I said, we need to go take a ride. We need to go over to mom's house. He was like, what, you crazy? It's like 5 or 6 inches of snow out there and it's snow coming down and all that. I said, yeah. I said, yeah, but we gotta go to mom. We gotta go talk to mama. And when I told him that, he was like, what's wrong? I said, yeah, daddy gone. My oldest brother dropped down to his knees and I'm standing up and he took both of my knees and wrapped his hands around it and he on the ground and I'm standing up and he on the ground wrapping his hand around my knees and he just bawling head down. I was like, he was just bawling, whole body shaking. I was like, God damn. I was like, hey bro, look, come on now. I know you gotta get this shit together. And I was telling him, like, you gotta get it together. I said, cause guess what? We gotta make it all the way over town. Now it was my mama for at that time, my mama was living like an hour and 30 minutes away from where we was. Imagine all that snow. Man, listen. I had one of them Jeeps too. And so yeah, so he was like, he was after he got his stuff together, I was like, yeah, we gotta tell mama, we gotta tell mama. We can't call her on the telephone and tell my mama no shit like that. We can't wait till the next day to tell her either, right? Because hey, that wouldn't be right. So yeah, so what we did was left dad in the house, right in his house. I locked him in there and everything, left the lights and stuff on and all that, cut everything off, and we got into the Jeep. And guess what, y'all? I'm driving. I'm driving and we're driving, snow everywhere. People slipping and sliding, people in ditches and all that stuff. We passing all these people, right? Finally, we get to a stop where when we can't make a pass and we get stuck in the damn snow. So here, me and my brother, we out there. We pulled ourselves out. We managed to get ourselves out. Anyway, we made it to my mom's house. We made it to her house. When we made it to the house, I was coaching my brother and I was saying, listen, we can go in here cool, we can go in here real cool. I was just trying to say we can go in here cool and we just gonna sit her down, we just gonna talk to her. Shit. When my mama opened that damn front door and she saw us, shit, she knew. She already knew. Didn't nobody say not one word. My mama knew, right? So anyway, but yeah, I say all of that to say what? I don't know. I don't know. My cup was running over, but I was still cool in the midst of all of that. But yeah, I didn't feel no type of weight in because he was diagnosed with lung cancer, so we knew eventually he was gonna pass. But um, you know how the doctors give you time and tell you how long they think and all of that. He told him a couple of months, but my dad, but by him looking so good and by him moving around, driving himself and doing all that kind of stuff, we had to make my daddy stay still. My daddy was moving to the day he died. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So I'm just saying we take on a whole lot, and then with the funeral and all that stuff, everything went well and all that, as well as a funeral could be and all that. All that stuff went cool. Everybody, they had, and my children, oh my God. Whew, I mean, it was rough for a whole lot of other people. And for me, I was like, I just couldn't, I knew he was dead. And it wasn't like I was in denial or nothing like that. It was just that I knew that it is what it is. And I didn't feel like he was really going nowhere because I know that the spirit is still living and I know it's still within me. So I didn't feel like I was overwhelmed or sad or nothing like that. Not in that way. So I guess me being at work at that time, something just triggered and I don't know what it was. It wasn't nothing, nothing going on in my personal life. It wasn't nothing on the job. It just happened. And I guess it's because at some point, um, everybody have a breaking point or some type of trigger or something inside. It's just like when the clouds get full, it's gonna have to do something. The clouds gonna have to swing low. They're gonna have to sway. They're gonna have to drop a rain. They're gonna have to drop a little bit of fog or something. They're gonna have to do something. And I guess and by us being made from the elements, our body's gonna have to do something. I don't care how we try to hold it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you guys need to just know that if your cup running over, hey, sometimes you're gonna have to turn around and look around and find out who's taking care of you. Look at the source of who's taking care of you. And are they really taking care of you or are they taking care of you to thrive, keeping you alive, so that they can thrive. Yeah, that's something to look at. And I want you, and I dropped the link. I know y'all not coming, but that's cool. But I want y'all to remember this. All of those people that I talked about the liars, the cheaters, all these people that y'all know, the liars, the cheaters, the drug addicts, all these people, the womanizers, the women that beat men and talk down to men and all that kind of stuff. All them people, them so-called fake friends that you have, you know they ain't real friends and all that kind of stuff, because a friend in need is a friend indeed. And if you don't have a friend in need, when you in need, they're not a friend indeed, right? Okay? So I'm just saying, pay attention to all them people. And if your cup feel like it's running over, I mean, you full, and you just don't know what to do. You full of emotions and everything. It's like you at your breaking point. Look, it's time to empty that cup. Pour all them people out of your cup. Pour them out of your cup. Pour them out of your spirit. Pour them out of your life. You understand? Some people you can't take out of your life. Some people are there permanently. Like if you got children and stuff like that, and you got disrespectful children, you can't always put them all the way out of your life, but you can check them. You can check them. You can find a way to let them know that you mean business and you're not going to take so much, because you got some moms and dads here that know they got no good children and they still keep on letting them do what they do and disrespect them and getting by. Got them moms and dads know that our children ain't working 9 to 5s and don't have their own businesses, right? And know they have money. You know they in them streets doing something they ain't got no business, and you scared of your child. You too scared to tell them what to do because you didn't whip that little ass when they was young, and then you scared they gonna whip your ass. Listen, get rid of all of that noise. Get rid of all that noise. And when I tell you dump that cup, when I tell you get rid of that cup and dump that cup out, don't just dump it out. Make sure you get rid of the residue that's in there. You know, because when you drink something, sometimes you have a little residue in it, especially if you got something with flavor in it. And it seems like all these characters that I'm talking about have flavor to them. Wash that cup out real good. And then when you started reapplying people into your life, screen them. Make sure that they're a match for you. Make sure that y'all on one accord. Make sure that they have something to give you and you have something to give them. Get rid of these takers. Get rid of these naysayers in your life. I don't care who they are, right? And always remember to stay grounded and realize and know what you want. Don't lose yourself in the mess, okay? Because you can mess up a good cup of coffee or tea when you put too much shit in it, okay? There you go, y'all. I'm getting out of here. So I just wanted y'all to know that y'all couple don't always have to be running over. And if it's running over right now, you won't by yourself, because everybody get that way sometimes. But yeah, empty your cup. Okay, now I'm gonna read some of y'all comments and see what y'all said. I know I ain't reading none. I was just running my face. I just want to stay on my game and make sure y'all get what I have to give to you, right? Hey, I appreciate y'all coming, y'all. I really do. Thanks everybody. CXCC Kevin. What's going on, Kevin Ellis? How you doing? Hey Mo, how you doing, Monique? Nice to see you. Young Rizza, nice seeing you guys. Samaya, you know it's nice seeing you, baby. Hey, Miss Chicago. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that stopped by to holler at your girl. Please don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I got a lot. Y'all know what? I am really blessed. Let me tell y'all something. I think I told you that on the other live stream. I have some new subscribers. Let me tell you how many I got now, y'all. I'm kind of excited about this because I'm thinking, all of these people coming over. I don't know where y'all come from, but I appreciate y'all. It says I have in the last 28 days. I lied to you now. Look, see that 65 new subscribers. And that's something. It said plus 65 new subscribers in the last 28 days. I appreciate y'all. Welcome to Your Thoughts House and our family. You know, y'all can make yourself right at home over here. And to my old subscribers, boy, y'all ain't old. Thanks for hanging out with the old girl. I appreciate y'all. I really do. And y'all, I'm gonna have more stuff to come. I'm gonna do more live streams. I'm gonna get better at it, you know, or not really better at it, but I'm gonna have more time to do them. Because I mean, I ain't trying to master nothing. I'm just your thoughts. I just come over here and talk. Okay? And I talk about real life shiggity. Okay, that's it. That's all. Ain't nothing special. You ain't gonna get no lot of big words. You ain't gonna get a whole lot of none of that. You can get that real down to earth talk, just like your mom and them give it to you. Hey, Miss Shirley, how you doing, Shirley Hayes? Nice to see you, baby. Thanks for coming through. So look, I'm gonna get up out here, y'all. I think I'm gonna find me a shooter, you know, one of my little Jack Daniels shooters, and I'm gonna kick back because I feel better now that I told y'all to don't let y'all cup run over. Okay. All right, y'all. Thanks, y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Peace, everybody, and tell a friend. I holler at y'all. Thanks for coming. Mwah.